tell me which VOD, and then I will go.
I think. Are you in the VODs channel?
I'm in the VOD channel. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lucio Bot.
Yeah.
Posted.
It's the Reform Feeders versus Pegasus match, first 3 maps.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure it's that one that we're going off.
Yeah.
It went to 3-2 and we just won.
Yeah.
So it's a long match.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yep.
sir. Join stream.
I'm gonna pull that across. Okay, can you see it? Obviously, I think you can't hear audio, is that right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine. Is this just from POV? Or is there another one?
Oh, you go the top one, yeah. The one above it, sorry.
This one?
Yeah, that one there, yep. So that's, I think I did main tank and off tank POVs.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember if I actually entered on this map or not.
We'll see.
Well, we'll see all the mistakes I'll make. Lol.
Alright, hang on. Let me go through this again. Little hard. Okay. Charging, no. No.
Yeah, I don't know why I charged there, but anyway.
Don't worry. I'm a very shift. I like to shift a lot as Ryan. So I'm good at telling people what to do, but not following. Yeah, that was simply because you had. Okay, can you tell me why that was bad?
Well, they had like sim turrets and all of that, and if I charge, obviously I don't have a shield to protect me either, so they've got their whole team and the sim turrets just dealing damage to me, I would say. But
Yeah. So I mean, forgetting about whether or not they had sim turrets, let's say they had nothing set up except them. Your two problems. One is you're charging away from your team. So I can see. I think Anna. The resolution is pretty there,
Yeah.
but I think Anna's just there. Lousy. Yeah.
Poor
Anyway,
lady.
Anna's just there. Can you see my cursor?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Anna's there. If you charge left, well, she was obviously trying to come forward to help you, but you charged left, so you would have gotten out of a POV. You have Lucio here as well, so this column would automatically block his aura in like a second or two, and then you basically you put yourself in a position where you have no support, banking on the chance that you might get a pick, and banking on the chance that they are really really bad and they don't kill you. So yeah, not to pick on you, but yeah, that's a first. So as soon as you died, that's the that was a good attempt to try and save him, but as soon as you died, that was effectively the fight lost in a reasonably even comp. So you guys should have disengaged straight away, which it seems like you didn't.
No,
We
we went in. We actually got a pick and made it us 5v4.
5v5. Okay, yep.
So we get 2 picks. They had 1, and then we just didn't because they had sim set up. I don't think we could get in.
Yep. Okay. Oh, you got Nano really quick. Good. Let's have a look at that again. Let's have a look again. Sorry. My boss is messaging me on the other window, so I've got to semi-reply to her as well. Okay. So as a Zarya main, this is something I do a lot. So what you did was not like it's a very common thing. I would have done something similar to you, but what I would suggest you do instead is bubble as he's taking damage. It gives him a little bit more sustain. So you've got is the Zarya player here?
No.
That's
Okay.
after.
All right, just let him or her know. Yeah, like you maybe lost half to 1 second of bubble during that time. So you might have gotten a little bit more. I mean, maybe they pop it straight away. Who knows? But that's a little bit of support that you guys. Okay. Is this all 3 maps? Okay, yeah, it is. Where's the rest of your team? Is everyone dead?
What, in the game?
I
Or-
just-
Not sure. Yeah, in the game.
Well, I mean, I
Mm.
just then. So,
So, wait, okay. Who is here in voice chat right now?
I'm the May in this.
You're the May. Yep.
I'm the Lucio.
Okay.
I'm not in this match.
Okay. What do you normally play?
Main support? Or-
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hard to say. Like, I'm assuming he was nanoed because they were trying to keep him alive. Trying to keep you alive. Sorry. Talk about you in the third person. Yeah, so Nano wasn't bad, but like with Sim Wall, you guys should have charged in to but not sure where the rest of you guys were. So yeah,
I was
like-
gonna say that's like partially my bad because I died early in the fight and was out of it, so I couldn't like move everyone forward in that case. Like,
oh, as a
Pretty
Lucio,
possible. yeah,
yeah, not. I wouldn't say it's your fault because, I mean, as like your fault as much as like you dying is your fault. That's probably the most you could take from it. But it's also the fault of the team that stayed to decide whether or not they're going to engage. And if you're down a Lucio, and the Lucio was the last person to die on the kill feed, then and you don't want to, like sure you want to keep Ryan alive. Sure you want to keep Ryan alive, but that the main thing you got out of that nano was that they use an ult.
They use Simwall, yeah.
Yeah, they use Simwall. So that was so there's 2 reasons to use ults. Okay, one is obviously because you want to try and win a fight, and 2 is because you want them to spend ults, try and counter you. And that's don't. Yeah, so you want to you want them to spend ults to try and counter your ult usage, and if you're lucky and if they're very ill disciplined, you get them to spend more than you spend, and then you end up walking away.
With an economy.
Indeed. Yeah, with a better economy. Sorry, my little girls.
so good.
Okay, all right. Let's keep playing. Yeah. So I wouldn't say it's your fault, and the nano wasn't necessarily a bad thing either. It was more the team follow up. It's obviously harder. Yeah, as you said. Oh, she's pressing keys now. It was obviously not your fault.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was a good thing that you recognized that you not being there as a Lucio made it harder.
I think
let's
it's
have a-
also like another thing as well with when they do have a sim wall, we don't communicate what side of the sim wall we want to typically stay.
That's I mean that's kind of a little, yeah, it's good to communicate that, but that should also be kind of logical. So it's the same principle as what's his face, Batiste's window. You either hide or you push forward past it. So the same deal. Wherever their team is, goodness me, stop touching. Wherever their team is, you either want to push them there or you want to. Now I got to find out where we were. Okay. You either push past the wall or past the window in the case of Batiste, or you hide because obviously you're not going to be able to burn down a 5,000 HP barrier unless you have a bastion and heaps of damage.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Give me. Can you give me 1 second? Just 1 second.
There you go, man.
Okay. All right. Let's go. All right. So bubble. Is this no? This is a feather fight.
So this is the one that we were talking about, where with the symbol we use nano to get the symbol.
Okay. So okay. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. The May wall. If the majority of your team is not behind you, though, I would probably just walk past the window. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you're gonna walk past it anyway, then walk past it.
True.
That's probably the only thing I'd. Obviously, it might be a instinctual response, which is a good instinct.
Yeah, it was
but-
for the Maywall, definitely.
Yeah, so that's a good instinct. But then okay, turrets. then the problem is I thought, wow, he got two people.
His name.
Then the problem is not so much just your reaction, but also the cause, right? So there should be a clear call. Okay, move left, move left, move left, and in which case, then everyone goes, okay, yeah, we're not doing that. Yeah, going right, very bad idea unless you're very well aware and you're baiting out Lucio or Lucio's not around. So that's probably what I'd. Who's shot calling? Do you have a shot caller?
Sethu.
Usually Daria, yeah. Off tank.
Is that Senpai?
No, it's his friend.
Nafu.
Okay. Right. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, hard to say. I think it was just
This
guys
map
went
here,
working
we
together.
just got rolled. Like, it's
don't
the
do
only
too
map
good
that
on
we
that map,
really,
no.
really got rolled on. So, I think we just, like, I don't know, not nerves, but like, it's our first game. And we always play bad on our first map. Because we don't warm up.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
multiple
that's
things
understandable.
like that, and the sim throwing us, and like, not knowing how to deal with a sim.
Yeah, Sims are very standard. Very very well, like often picked strategy now, especially in like diamond level and below. That's good. Okay. Probably the main thing I want you guys to take away from this particular bit. So with Ryan, the reason why I'm highlighting this is not to pick on you, but actually there is a lot of feedback that's been given to me recently in my Ryan play. So I think this is quite useful because these are the mistakes that I've been making. So just bear in mind, like a lot of dumb Ryan plays have Ryan's holding. Like a lot of people go, "Oh, where's your shield? Where's your shield? I got picked." But actually, it's only holding up the shield at the when absolutely necessary, and not getting it burnt down too quickly. So you see here before the actual engage. So there's two problems. One is they're running double shield. Okay, so your shield is going to get burnt down a lot faster. You're going to lose shield before they lose shield if they're semi decent. So I guess that's where wall comes in. So that's good. The second, so one, there's several ways you could play this. One is your team needs to not rely on you as a shield. Okay, they need to be playing back on the right hand side where that I don't even know what it is, that statue thing. Or they need to be playing here. Let me see if I can actually.
It's like a moon rover sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. So that oh yeah, the rover. Yeah.
Display.
So that rover. There maybe on the left hand side, like can you see my cursor?
Yeah,
Like here, and then also where the mega is, but not where the mega is, but up the stairs, or all the way to the back, just sort of peeking out. Actually, you might even not have a good line of sight on there, but basically, they want to be playing here and poking, and they're not relying on your shield. So what that means is you can drop your shield whenever you feel like it, and the chances of you having an angry team member go, why'd you drop your shield? Like that's all you're good for, Ryan. Hold up your shield. That is so not true. Like Ryan's shield is not like Anyway, so and then what I want you to do instead is I want you to play all the way up here, like kind of where you're playing here, like and then when you recover, you should be hugging this wall on the left. Actually, that's maybe a bit inting, but maybe at least the one on the right. You should be hugging the wall on the right, and you should be threatening them. They should know if they want to walk in, they're going to get several hammers to the face before they even see you. Do you know what I mean? And then your team's putting pressure on them, like from different angles as well. So they will have to basically speed in and try and deal with you first, while getting shot in the back. Okay, so there's a few things here, and then what you're doing. Okay, so your shield's getting low, and you can feel that. So you decide to back up, right? You take a couple of swings. Okay, ice wall. Your shield's recovering. That's good. They're pushing, so you back up. The problem is, I don't know if Anna was communicating she had nano and she was going to nano you, or if that was a knee-jerk, oh shit, he's about to die reaction. But she just died.
Yeah,
so maybe there's a knee-jerk.
I think it's I'm about to die. This might win the fight.
Okay, so there needs to be a little bit more chatting with you guys as to what you're going to do. Knee-jerk reactions are fine, but they rely a lot on luck and individual skill to basically save the day. You don't really want to. You don't want to play these games knee-jerk and then at the end of the scrim go, "Hey, we did pretty well." You really want to go into the fight like, okay, so at the beginning, when did she get nano? She's pretty much almost got nano, so she should be communicating. I've almost got nano. We're going to use nano, and then nano should get you shatter at least, and then you can follow up maybe. Okay, so obviously, yeah, that was very optimistic. They had immortality and they had a pretty healthy shield. With double shield, with shatters, unless both of their shields are gone, with double shield you probably want to try and get a sneaky shatter, like a from a corner or something, yeah. Or as some Ryans that are trying to push, they're trying to create space, but their teams aren't following you up. So imagine this Orisa is the Ryan, and you are this is your POV, and this Orisa, let's say, is trying to move this way. Oh, sorry. Let's say the Marissa's trying to move into you. Okay. Let's say you are between him and the point. So he starts moving into you. You want to start moving to the right-hand side, and your team should also be well aware of the fact that your shield is shifting. What that will mean is the Rhine will either have to follow you by following that angle, or it'll end up exposing his backline. Unless his backline are like super fast and constantly putting his shield between them and you. Yeah, does that make sense? So in that case, then there's a good chance to shatter. So I'd be thinking about that.
Yeah.
Or especially when so Arissa's shield is static. Sometimes looking vulnerable and kiting is also a good way of doing it. So there was one time, this map actually, where the Mei walled me off, and their whole team pushed me, and their Ryan was like, ready to kill me, like, eyes for me, and they just didn't even think about the fact that I had shatter, and I shattered all of them.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that might be another opportunity.
I can't believe they pulled off a pull,
Yeah,
window,
I was trying to walk in front,
strike.
but then they pulled me back, and I was like, oh.
but they didn't get a squishy in it, so it didn't.
It's pretty cool. Pretty good.
Great, it's like a cool thing to see when it works.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is pretty good. They're spending ults. They spent a lot of ults. They didn't get anything. You're investing ults to hold them at bay. That's pretty good. I didn't pay too much attention, but I don't know if the blizzard was necessary. I don't know how many people were alive at the time, but we'll yeah. Okay. Nice. That was good. That was good.
This is funny. Hang on.
That was good. That was good. Although I think that was more.
Yeah, I thought the rest of them were there. I think I don't know.
Yeah. So these fights resulted well, but I think it was if I may be honest, I think might have been a lot more to do with what do you call it? What was I going to say? More to do with the fact that you kind of accidentally won. Like that you played individually very well, but you didn't think about what you were doing as a team. If that makes sense, yeah.
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 Okay, so you decide to play Ryan Zarya.
Hard in mouth at the moment. I don't know if I actually in here. Wait, no, I'm actually playing with the team.
Trying to tell you there, and it's failed.
Yeah, that telly wasn't the best.
Wait a minute,
Okay.
don't worry, I'll die. Jokes, I don't.
Well, we got their echo.
Yeah.
They just made lots of mistakes here, so. The echo wasn't very good. Oh, not that I can remember.
They were good at providing pressure, but they didn't put themselves in a position to finish off, if that makes sense. That was the story of their echo.
Yeah.
It's just whack a monkey right now.
Yeah, it's very much very brawly, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I think in the div we're in, we're yet to find a team that actually can dive effectively. Everyone's so bad at dive. No one can do it.
Especially.
especially
Yeah, well,
us.
Oh my God.
dive requires
Yeah.
a huge amount of coordination. So
And they immediately
Yeah.
switched to Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan's well,
That's-
not immediately. 50% in.
that's quite funny.
I'm actually surprised I got beat this quickly, to be honest.
We have 6 ults. I can't remember what happens here. Do we
All
use
press
all
B.
6?
I think we grab.
No.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I beat it because everyone was pretty much fucking low straight away. It's unnecessary.
That's good.
but-
There's no, it's fine. Two ults. This is pretty safe.
They used 1? Did they always have a Reaper? I can't remember.
No, they just switched off to
No.
the Reaper.
Yeah.
Well, I guess because Azari doesn't have grav. It's a better beat. Oh yes, I remember this part. Part where I popped off slightly.
Okay, give me 1 sec. I just got to change something.
It's funny, watching that back, they don't look very good, the other team.
No.
I was like thinking, oh, these guys are good, you know. But they're quite bad, as bad as us.
Okay. All right. Let's. Where's the window? So.
No?
Oh, okay. Good. Sorry, I'm getting a lot of messages on my other window.
I don't think we can hear anything from your computer.
Okay, so this one, you're from Seafood's one of you.
Seafood, yeah.
Well, that's good. Okay, so you guys have an Ash, a Genji. Okay. Is Ash, you're here, right?
Yeah,
Wait.
That's
yeah,
me.
okay. Yeah, so I want you to be flanking on the left, as if you're Widow. So
all the
if I
way
just
around left?
pause here. Yeah, so around this building to the left here. Okay, so tanks are meant to take space. Okay, so I was playing on NA a couple, 2-3 days ago, and I was playing Ryan, and the DPSs were yelling at me. They're like, "Oh, you're taking space. You're not taking space, so we couldn't push through." But this is Hanamura. But one of the things that you need to do as a so tanks are trying to make space, so they're providing a front line. What the DPS then needs to do, or whoever, even an off tank needs to do, is they need to take an off angle and apply pressure from another angle. Once you go there, they have two choices. One is they can ignore you, in which case, as long as you're semi-decent, that they should start dying. Or two is that they try to push you, in which case they're going to expose their backs to the tanks. Okay, and the only other choice that they have is if they have another long-range hero, like a Widow up here, that might be able to take you out, which they do not. Okay, so it is. Oh, I guess they have an Ash. So it'll be the responsibility of the Diva and the Ashe, maybe the Lucio to try and take out a flanking Ashe. But you need to be creating that pressure as well, because at the moment the pressure is only coming from one side. You see what that Hanzo's doing? Is that Hanzo? It is
Yeah.
Hanzo. Yeah, sorry. He's going to the side. He's trying to create pressure from that angle. So now Sifu has a choice. He can either push forward and expose his back to Hanzo, who decides to come back for some reason, or yeah, does that make sense? Very, yeah.
That's
You should have solo grabbed him and then walked away.
That actually would have been funny.
Okay. Wait, did he just shatter for no reason?
I think that was a fat finger.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, he fat fingered.
Well.
That's right. We were coming out of spawn and he used it.
Yep.
So you need to be throwing away ults like that so you can. That was yeah. So when your team is spread out like that, you have, there's no way you're going to be able to back up fast enough, so that you'll be able to shield them, or they need to be pushing into you. So that's a very standard combo: throw bomb, shatter, or throw bomb, charge. So in that case, Ryan, what I want you to do is I want you to protect yourself, be selfish, and move to this side. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so protect yourself. Zarya should have bubble. The rest of them, they're on their own. They need to. They should like, if they're playing well as an individual, they should not be out in the open too much. But yeah, you want to watch out for those charges.
Yeah.
Bob has got to be one of the most annoying ults. So do you see what I don't know if it's intentional, but do you see what the Zarya is doing? Actually playing quite well, because what she's doing is creating another angle that they're going to have to choose. Either they face the main team and take damage from her, or they face her and take damage from the rest of the team. Obviously the window was really good. So
Wait, the window is really good?
yeah, the combo of the window and the like they.
Oh yeah, I think we
Yeah.
planned that.
Yeah, it was good execution.
Yeah.
A good try even. Did you fire strike? Did you fire strike window?
Yeah, probably got eaten. Well,
We've done that a few times, but I don't know if it was that time.
I would have tried to, I think, but I had it.
Oh, he let you die. That's optimistic. That's called wasting an ult.
well, they swapped, so maybe it was intentional.
No, but, okay. So even if he intended to swap, staying his diva on the payload and forcing you guys to kill him, and then ulting and delaying it a little bit more,
Yeah.
just to buy an extra like maybe 10 seconds or 15 seconds, probably would have gotten more value. He basically threw it up in the end, died. So even if you got like 2 or 3 people, it wouldn't have done anything. This guy a diamond? Masters?
Yeah.
Diamond?
X
He
Masters.
used to be Masters, yeah. I think.
Okay. That was nice. Let's have a look at that again. What was with the window?
I think that was probably just a panic fire.
I mean, it could have been good, you know, fire strike into the grav
Yeah.
through the window.
It's very, very slim angle.
Yeah.
You think if you double tap it, or no, is it if
Yeah,
you
if
press
you
Q
tap
then
Q.
right click it? It
No, if you tap Q again, it rotates. it.
it's like a May
Oh,
wall sort
I
of
it's-
thing.
think I,
oh,
I
is
think
it?
I think I may have pressed Q twice accidentally and then pressed fire instead of just pressing it once.
Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
I did not even know that.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Okay, this guy is inting.
Yeah.
Yeah, apple time to bubbly. Okay. Was the grav in the previous fight communicated? It's a nice grav.
Maybe.
Is Sifu sort of like I'm a diamond player? I'm just gonna play my own game kind of thing?
He definitely
Sometimes.
calls.
Yeah, he
He
calls.
did call?
I think
Okay.
sometimes
More than-
he probably doesn't, but I'm not sure.
Your shatters.
Yeah.
Oh, Bob doing work there, getting 2.
Oh, you got a window really quickly again. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I can.
Not bad.
build them.
Two fights. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Really quick. Bap and Moira are easy for ults.
I want to go back to that.
What?
No, I was doing at the spray.
Big nice spray.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what did I do?
You're shooting at the spray.
Oh.
Fucking love Punch Kid. It's the best spray. Oh, this is mine now.
Oh yeah, I tried to rotate the POVs.
Yeah, who is?
Yeah, that's fine.
Good idea.
I think you fell too quickly.
I think we got knocked off.
We got pulled.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So part of your kit, you got to be Ryan. You got to be watching out for those pulls and blocking them.
Yeah, right. So yeah, you would just look up. I'm guessing to block it with your
What
head.
the heck is the tort?
He was inting very. I think he was trying to get a melee kill or a hammer kill.
It's Kazoo being Kazoo.
Yeah.
Well, as long as he knows he was.
Yeah, Sifu barely got out of that one.
A lot of Batiste now they just use window for themselves.
Yeah, no. It's usually what ends up happening. But sometimes I'll try to go for the
Yeah.
team buff.
What happened there? I don't remember what
Yeah.
Sephi
I
was
got it.
doing.
He was just inting. Because there was some call that like, oh shit, they're all here, and then we all just kind of backed up, and then Sephi walked off to the side instead of keep going back.
I mean, that was not necessarily bad, but
Yeah,
You
he
guys-
went to the side with the Torb, and then
He
tried
might have
to
been
go-
going to grab, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah.
oh, but I mean,
I
I
think
have a
it
feeling
was
he
a
was going
grab
to, like,
and
try
goo
grab, but
combo. That's what they were trying to plan.
so if that's the case, then what you guys did wrong was you backed up too far.
Yeah.
Like, okay, all right. So right here, this is one of your benefits of your kit. I say this as someone that's played Batiste a few times, and I never use this benefit of his kit. So, um, so telling myself as well, one of the benefits of his kit is to actually stay on high ground,
Yeah.
and they can't pressure you easily. Or it's going to be quite hard for them to pressure you. But you just gave them that advantage quite quickly,
Yeah.
especially if you know if you were in that position. Yeah, not picking on you, but if you're in that position, potentially you could have healed Zarya a lot faster,
Had I stayed up top,
yeah. and you might have been able to launch immortality faster as well. Not that was the only reason, but obviously, so you can see you guys fell back a little bit. Maybe that was part of the plan, and that would have been good because it makes them push.
Well, I
Um,
don't think I realized that. I thought he would back out with the Rhine, but he went over with the Torb instead,
Okay. Yeah.
and I just got domed.
All right. As you guys practice your combos, I think you.
Oh boy, where time?
All skill from here out.
Bruh. No, because we lose this? Yeah.
And Silver got launched all the way back to spawn. That was hilarious. Me and Anna were watching that. You can see your body just like get launched all the way across A point. We're just like, what the fuck? It's one of the things I love about Ash's Dynamite, the corpse launching.
Oh yeah.
So good. Oh no.
Yeah, Torp's chilling behind.
Yeah.
Torp's
Just still waiting to use his goo.
Torb was doing Torb things.
I think he gets spotted. Oh no, that's her. Oh.
Yeah.
Are you guys alt tra? Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got
You guys alt tracking?
I think we tried.
To a degree. Like,
We try to, but
I think as soon as we lose a fight, we completely forget about it. But if we're winning, we generally keep up.
I don't know how that
How did that rock? Yeah, didn't get you.
didn't hit me straight in the face.
Lag, he's lag switching.
And then, yeah, Hanzo dies. Or Ash.
That aim on the Ash though.
Only comment I'll make is the Torb should have been in a better, maybe some communication.
Caught out. I think he got caught out because he walked into the side room and then just.
Oh no, I meant like for the combo.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He gooed pretty much at the end of Grav. So
Maybe he was waiting Transcendence out,
maybe
if that was a thing.
did they use immortality and transcendence?
At the
Yeah.
same time, yeah.
Well, that's fair enough then.
Oop.
I need healing. The beam's nowhere near you. I'm kidding. It's fine.
I've tried to be better about that.
No. It's not it's not necessarily.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you weren't necessarily doing anything. Like Moira doing damage actually is better when you're stalling a point as well because it gives you survivability.
reform tomorrow, DPS.
Oh man, I've had some bad coalescences. Oof.
I remember that one where we like deleted the team and we hear you popping your coalescence. So funny. There's like only one person left.
Yeah, I think it was just like the end of a fight. No, it's just
Rocky's like, yeah, no, fuck you.
Still not as bad as shattering 2 frozen targets at the end of a team fight.
Oh, you.
I got saved by the Zarya and I wasn't able to save her.
Oh, damn it.
I seem to remember them pushing this all the way.
Yeah, they did push this all the way.
Yeah, it's kind of sad since we hold them at the bridge area.
First for such a long time, yeah.
Yeah. And then we just got
Yeah.
rolled.
Well, we really only won. You guys only really won that one fight on second.
And then I think they just lost on the shot calling targets here. Called Sig. Oh no, we got this.
Yeah, still a bit longer, yeah.
TPS Moira.
It's not DPS. What are you talking about? I'm just keeping my team safe by not having to heal them.
Do you
Preventative
get
healing.
like many medals while you play? Like
Yeah.
damage medals?
Not usually damage, but I usually always have elims and objective kills. Sometimes time, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
usually elims, objective kills, and healing. Cause she does a nutso amount of healing.
Especially if you use a kit correctly. Like, it's amazing how much healing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Oh yeah, the Zen fed the.
Yeah.
They wasted so much time, and I still don't know how we lost
You
this.
know, you guys could hold here.
I think we
Yeah.
do.
I think we're trying to, but I think I want to say they push in. Good
Yeah, no,
morning.
we do hold here. Yeah.
Pretty sure. Maybe?
I call in a minute. Yeah, there you go. I should have waited on that till they were all out.
I think it's their Zen ult that saves them.
So,
Yeah,
so-
that's right, yeah.
Yeah, it's right
something,
here.
something I heard about coalescence recently, which I never thought about before. It was from a contenders player. He said, everything's getting chucked right now.
Yeah.
He was saying coalescence should be used for straights. So the idea is like a fish in a bucket kind of thing, like a long straight,
Yeah.
where there's
yeah.
like
Immediately here.
Yeah, I remember saying to, because especially at that point, like, I remember saying to Anno, because we were spectating this one, because I subbed out of this map, if we probably could have held back just a little bit to get a full recontest instead of just trickle.
yeah.
Yeah.
The trickling is not necessarily a bad thing. Sorry, I'm gonna give you critique, but obviously that's because it's your POV. But in this particular case, so you come out the first time. Oh wait, just okay. So you're gonna come out. Now remember, it's pretty much what I don't know, 4, 5 v6 v1. Sorry. The chances of you getting a pick is like next to nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your goal is surviving. So you're sticking your head out right now, and you're just giving them a target.
Yeah,
Just
'cause
run around the payload, yeah, and just
Had I even waited, the monkey and Ryan were right there, and now they didn't have a healer.
I hear
so,
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
if you have a slightly easier team, or even if you don't really care too much about necessarily about winning, then especially like in 2CP, one of the things you can practice is stalling and seeing how well you can stall. So you give them first point, or let them, whatever, they take first point, and then basically when they take second point, then you basically try and see how long you can. Sorry, when they're trying to take second point, then you basically see how long you can stall it out for. So there'll be times like if I play tank, so I know my survivability is better. So I'm going to stall. I'll go on. I'll try my best to stall. I'll communicate. About to die, about to die, about to die, and then that's when the next person should be rolling in, and then they're stalling, and then they should repeat the process, and then through the whole like war of attrition, you should eventually, hopefully, either stall it out to, ideally to overtime, or you can keep playing until you get a pick, 2 picks, and then eventually turn the tide. Like when you have alts, for example, you stall long enough that you get an alt, like a Genji alt or something that can turn the tide. So yeah, that's something I would suggest you try. And then remember that the goal isn't necessarily to survive. Sorry, it isn't to get a pick; it's to survive.
Yeah.
And then you're literally touching the point for a second, and then pissing off around the side. The idea is you give them a target to look at, and then just before they get the chance to focus on you, you disappear, and then someone else comes out, and they're like, "Oh, on the other side, get that guy," and then he disappears, and then you pop out again, and then they get really frustrated because yeah.
So I should be like running out and then fading back in, yeah.
Immortality. Try and put it behind cover. I think you probably know that, but
Yeah.
maybe that's just something I noticed.
I don't know if I was paying attention to that much during this match, but yeah.
Yeah.
I usually try to put it behind something, corner or a wall.
Cool. You know what you guys can do in the future is for VOD review. Why don't you just, instead of like, especially if you're going to re-record this whole thing, my suggestion is you save the replay and then just provide the code, and then the guy that's reviewing it, because you're spending 1 hour.
Well, what I do, right, is I just press record, put it on someone's
walk
PC,
away?
and just walk away. Yeah.
Yeah.
How
So
do-
I mean,
I
that's
might
fine,
still have
yeah.
the code. I could give it to you right now. But
Yeah. If you got the code, I can.
I'll just check. But the thing is, the codes
They only stay there for like
for the patch.
yeah.
Oh.
It was this pre-patch.
No, but
That-
just before we were about to do another VOD review, like a couple weeks ago, a patch came out and we lost our replays.
Okay.
Literally in the morning
Okay,
of.
even
Yeah,
the
okay.
ones you can save or pin.
I have this scrim on Tuesday, not the game. Nah,
I'm gonna skip
I mean, I
the.
feel like the scrim on Tuesday was pretty similar to how this game went. Or am I
Always-
misremembering
well,
things?
didn't we just roll the other team? They got tilted.
Yeah, that
Wait,
sounds right.
has someone else,
Yeah, it was Athena.
Luke, have you played much since the match on Saturday?
I think I only have
I
played
think
on
I have just one day, but
I don't think I have. Let me check.
Yeah.
There's codes, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, let me... Blizzard... Come on, Blizz. Work with me.
Trying to decide which gaming company is better, Blizzard or Bungie.
Whoa... Wait, which one's Bungie? They're
Halo.
Destiny guys. Halo?
Nah, no, not Destiny, Halo. pre Halo 4.
Profile,
Yeah.
replays. Oh, no, I did play a bit of quick play. I have an Elios well map that was a loss.
Are any of you recording this VOD?
Yes.
Recording this. Okay. Cool.
I'm recording it. Yep.
Yeah, no, I don't have...
I'll log on and see if I got it, because I don't know how.
Actually,
I don't
wait,
know.
I might. Is that... What's the first... We play
I'm
Legion.
not sure. how
The
many
last
maps
map
we-
is Busan. That
Yeah, because we went all 5. A is singing and A has a look. Just waiting for Blizzard to log in for me, thank you, sir. Mercy book.
Yeah, honestly, I don't. I mean, this is a 25 minute Junkertown game?
That's probably the one that we.
Is that the one?
You guys went to overtime on?
This was Slendy. It's Fake.
Yeah, Slendy, Big W
Cryptos.
employee. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, you
Do
have
I
the
have
code.
that?
Yeah. What
Yeah,
other
how do
ones
I-
do you have?
I have. So I have Junkertown, Blizzard World, Busan, Lijiang. But some of these are weird, cause like I have 3 from ago, and then I don't remember playing. Oh, cause those were the warm-up games. Okay.
Just copy and paste those couple codes and chuck them in the Discord.
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Oops.
General. AD. Got a Blizzard World code.
Yeah, that's probably the one that we were just looking at. Anyone ever like just whack in random codes and see if you get some?
Yeah.
I have a Busan.
I actually did that once and I got a bronze game.
Nice.
And everyone just stood in a choke and did not move through it. It was hilarious.
Oh, I
Like,
missed those days.
It was on Hanamura as well. The Brian just literally stood in the middle of choke with his shield up. And then walked away. And then came back and walked away.
Okay, so I think those 3 are
And
the
did that
ones
for a
that
solid
I
4 minutes.
have.
I'm like, fucking Christ. It was actually hilarious to watch.
Oh yeah, cause I only played the 3 map. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the only reason I'd have recordings of. Okay, yeah. And those are the 3 I played.
Oh, everyone can stream their stream at the same time. Did you know that?
Mm.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This is new. Anyway, you can see my thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can see how far I've fallen.
4
Oh,
What
no.
what it used to be.
Okay, I'll show you my season 4, which is my peak,
Oh yeah,
Uh-huh.
nice.
Nice.
and then it went to
Steady decline.
steady decline, 17, and then I placed this season high plat,
Oh wow.
and I've been climbing. Yeah, I've been playing.
Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I've been climbing steadily, and this is because I had scrims. It's like, why do I have so many ties? But it's been like loss, win, 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 loss, win, 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 loss.
Are you
been
playing
so-
like mostly OC or?
No, these are all my games are NA
Ah,
at the
okay.
moment. Yeah, because I'm playing with a bunch of friends from NA. OC is really tricky. Like, if you don't stack in OCE, you get random games. If you stack in OCE, you tend to get like a lot of Smurfs stacking.
Yeah.
And
You get boosters and everything.
Running into contenders
Yeah.
players like OC.
Oh, I ran into Jordation Smurf at, like Diamond. Like when I was at 2900 on Braindead. I ran into his Smurf. I was like, fuck that. I'm not dealing with that shit. Because I just literally just. And this is when I was Mercy one tricking. I just like literally had to breathe around the corner and I was dead.
I remember back in the day, it was Silverback and Amanda and we were stacking and we came across Loser Fruit's boost stack in competitive.
Oh, I played against her stack once in competitive. We lost,
Oh no.
but then it was with a bunch of plat people. Oh, whoops, sorry.
Oh yes, Porgers. I remember this map.
Yeah, the attack bash. Oh, nice switch.
Alright, so you're attacking.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so hang on, I'm gonna pause. What's your plan? Okay, so no plan.
No plan.
Okay, so plan with this. Again, remember what I told you guys a couple of months ago, whenever it was. You guys need to think about your comp and how your comp works against their comp, and you pick a particular comp with an idea in mind. So, for example, you pick Hanzo because presumably you're thinking, oh yeah, maybe we'll do Grave Dragon.
Yeah.
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 You're picking Moira as an example because maybe they're pulling a lot of double shield, so you're gonna push with Coalescence, maybe. All right. You pick Sombra because you wanna maybe dive, which obviously your comp's not suitable for dive, or you want to open holes in their defense so that they can like hack Ryan or whatever. So yeah. So your goal right now, I would say, especially if you have Sombra, is for Sombra to scout, and then for you guys to have a plan off that. So yeah, think about what you're gonna do before, like during the loading time. This is fine. Okay, all right. So okay, good. I like how you're flanking. That's good. So in this case, I would even say take far left. DPS Lucio, you should be
On high ground.
where that Hanzo is, and providing pressure from there. You can also pressure, like if they fall back, like if let's say they're falling back here, back up, and they're getting ready to recontest. You're hopefully trying to pick off the low health people. Yeah, but that was good. Otherwise. Kazoo needs to generate out faster. Let's see how he plays. That's good. That's good. He needs to work on his tracking. Okay, not too bad. Okay, so you got a combo. Are you communicating the combo and ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was coming up from spawn. I was like, oh,
Oh.
so close to blocking it, but didn't.
Okay, that's good.
I don't think. Did we need the coalescence there?
Um, ah.
Well, I mean, considering Silver went to like
No.
next to no HP.
Yeah, that was
Mm.
probably it then.
I mean, you build it up
Yeah.
so fast. Like by the time the cart gets around to a next fight, you might have it again.
I want.
Yeah, I think I did it because the Rhine was low.
Well, you got better timing than me. Could use it whenever I ult. Oh, it's Lindy.
Yeah.
It kept,
No, I don't think it was. I don't think
Yeah.
it was bad. You had both your tanks low or
yeah, they're both
critical.
critical. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I mean, could you have done it without? Maybe, but who do you really want to take that risk, kind of thing? And yeah,
Yeah, it's just a coal, anyways.
yep. Okay, so when she EMPs, do you all already know exactly who you're going to be going for?
As in what individual
really.
targets?
I don't.
Yeah. It's like who
I
you
think
gonna?
we know Lucio had beat, or was very close. So
Oh, he had beat because I just got to beat and he hadn't used it yet, so it was
I
safe.
think
to
the
Yeah.
original plan was to EMP after beat, but it sort of worked out.
Yeah.
I think it was just to catch the Lucio in and get him.
Oh no! I definitely think you should have EMP'd first. Like beat,
Okay.
beat you would use in response to Grav, you're in response to Cole,
Yeah.
which you guys knew that they had, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Or even maybe May. Yep. Okay. What? Why is it?
They're both red in the kill.
Because
Yeah.
you're not selected to a
Yeah.
team.
No, you still shouldn't. Like the,
I think if you're not selected to a team and you move the timestamp, it screws up.
How weird.
Fix your game, Blizzard.
Nah. We also, I don't think I was able to save.
Oh,
no, we gotta go through that again.
yeah. Let's rewind that.
Rewind that, because I will admit I have gotten better with this. Alright.
Booping
was a long-
the ulting Reaper
Go,
in the
go
game.
to F11.
Genix with the 2K.
Oh, his POV.
Yeah, if you press F, yeah, and then watch that again.
F11.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, did you boop him?
yeah.
He booped the ulting Reaper into.
I was wondering how he got in so fast. I thought he was sped in.
No.
No.
I mean,
No.
he was technically sped in, yes.
Because, yeah, I never. That's literally. Okay, in my
Because
defense.
all of a sudden there was an ulting Reaper next to me and I just died. It's like,
Yeah.
oh.
Okay.
I like how there's a tangible pause in your, in your gameplay.
Okay. In my defense, that is me being solo queue and knowing that whenever I have queued, no one ever plays in that room. No one, like literally, I've never seen anyone play in that room unless it's been
Except when
scrim or
we
game.
did.
Yeah, it's like the
And then you
first time
killed
I'm like,
us.
fuck all that. I saved you on Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
I did it again at a later point. I'm pretty sure.
Why did? I don't know if I would have. The EMP.
He did it again.
Yeah, he did it to get rid of beat.
Oh right, okay, sure. Yeah, that's good.
Oh, why did Sefu run from the Mei that was almost dead?
Is she dummy thick?
Yeah, but I don't think she had any cooldowns.
I think because Silverback was dead.
No. Oh yeah, and that Lucio just ran.
Oh, no, it was the Reaper. I was gonna try and boop him off, but then he baited the bastard. And I got rolled. Watching that back on the kill
Got
feed, I
the
think
Mei.
he triple headshot me, which was like scary.
Oof.
Yeah. Think I die there? No, I fade out.
about Lucio just like main tanking.
Pretty much. Their Lucio is somewhat carried.
Yeah.
Like he was very good at flanking and getting getting a kill.
I feel like they're using the same strategy over and over again on you. Reaper comes in for a flank. Reaper comes in from above, and you're just banging your head against. How are they not getting frozen?
Uh.
Oh wait,
that's
they
their
were the
was
one.
theirs.
That's
Their-
so
theirs,
weird.
yeah.
And then we lost 3 and backed out. Oof.
Yeah. So anyway, look. Short of it is, they have a clear plan, or it seems like they have a clear plan whenever they're coming in. Look, they've got another combo, Grav Cole, coming up, right? So they seem like they have a very clear plan as to what they want to do, or they have a vague idea at least. And you guys, this is okay. This is good. Different. Although,
Back into their team. And then it's just a Q first.
yeah, you guys are throwing ults.
I don't
I mean,
think
it is overtime, but
to be honest, I think when as soon as it hits the last fight, pretty much everything just goes out the window and we just you didn't get me though. Fuck you, right?
Tried it,
This
it was
is
about to
baited.
die and overtime and all that, so go for it.
Yeah, and I think the second blossom that he did at the end there, just I think it was either the team fight before that one or that. Yeah, it was another boot and killed our tanks.
Would you say that's one of the hardest last points to attack?
oh yeah, for sure. Like a lot of teams don't complete on that.
Same with
Definitely.
The reality.
But what was what was hard to see, like you guys made it harder by not really having a plan, or not having a clear sort of not identifying what they're doing, or at least countering it.
The Echo's just taking the free real estate.
Is Hanzo and Echo fighting side by side? That was good. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't take that one. That was pretty good. Hmm. I really hate Echo as a tank player.
Yep.
He works so hard for Shadow and Grav, and then
That bitch.
Gets it in 3 seconds.
To be honest, I didn't even remember how I died here. Go Bob.
who was your target when you bobbed?
I don't know. I think it was to stall because I think we try and recontest. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It's not a bad idea. Like with getting Bob there.
Yeah, I didn't track the layout
Um,
Grav, otherwise I probably would not have rallied into that.
Well, did you
Oh, okay, you couldn't have done much. That's fine.
can we watch just where the rally comes in?
Yeah, it's pretty much here.
Yeah.
Me, Zarya, Ryan. I rally us all in. I didn't know they had grav because I wasn't tracking it.
Don't you need like a second or two for the armor to build up?
Yeah, but I didn't know they had grav because by the time we get to the
Yeah.
point and engage, the armor starts coming in.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fine. Like they almost capped anyway. You don't really want to wait for it to
Yeah.
build up because then you waste your ult.
Hmm.
It's just not necessarily wrong.
I think one thing I need to do as Groovy a lot more is play a lot more with my Ryan.
Brigitte? Huh.
They want to play goats.
I mean,
Wait,
yeah.
what happened there? Just-
I'm struggling to see what
Oh,
happened.
okay.
I think
Yeah.
he shattered. I think. I guess shatters here.
He shattered at the start.
He shatters, yeah.
here.
Ah, there we go. Yep.
I got caught in it, and the Reaper
okay.
flanked,
Yeah.
and literally one tapped me. 'Cause I was already half HP, bit off. But to their dismay, they were not pushing tank at all that time. And then there's tactical pause and disconnect from
Their
Sephu
team.
here.
Oh, was it us here?
This is Sephu here because we had Grav. There we go.
You had to fade on the point. That's great.
Yeah.
I believe we won this, didn't we?
Yeah.
We won this
They
fight.
don't cap
And they-
second.
What?
Dragon from spawn.
Oh, okay.
Got
Because we
the
didn't
It's,
have-
sorry, I
uh,
it got so confused with all the reds on the kill feed.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were up, and then
No,
No.
we were all down.
Nice.
We barely pulled that out.
I think if we didn't have that pause, we don't stop that cap because we
Yeah.
had
Well, no, we
time.
do because we had Grav Dragon.
No, because
I don't think we would have
we-
gone. 'cause
the
I
only
would've
way we
hard
get
on.
on there is from saying Roku to Phrathon.
True.
Well, he died. He had Grav, and then he died with Grav, and then he DC'd.
Yeah.
So like he was out of that for 10 seconds, anyways.
who's
True.
this?
Seth's
There's Zara.
Playing the Zarya, our Zarya.
Oh, okay.
I think he was there. Like he died early, but he respawned. I think I'm not 100% sure. Because that was our big play. We were gonna like pretty much bum rush him with a Grav Dragon.
Is that a simultaneous Moira ult?
When you can't see anything on your screen.
Mm.
2 more ults.
Yeah. I want you to practice Silverback. I want you to practice baiting out the shadows.
Yeah.
So baiting out the shadows to make them think that they're picking a good time to shadow, but you're actually determining rather than leaving it to chance and letting them choose when to shadow. Try and look as juicy as you can. Try and like do a fire strike. Pretend like you're doing a fire strike. So you can put up shield as soon as you swing.
Yeah, I think that's something I need to
Stuff
learn
like that.
to do better.
Yeah.
Is for some reason I think I have to do the full swing before I put it up.
This is so confusing to figure. Okay. Alright. Cool. Stop streaming. Yeah, alright. Well, the only major comment overall, I think, is number one, I'll track. Number two, communicate. Like, have a plan. Doesn't have to be a fancy plan. Doesn't have to be like, Kazoo, I want you to go back and I want you to hack blah blah blah, and then when you hack blah blah blah, we're gonna like take out this guy and this guy simultaneously. It doesn't have to be like fancy like that. It's just have an idea how you want to, and then so that's number one. I'll track. Number two, have a plan, and you can make it up as you go, but have a plan. And number three is, I think now one of the things that you guys will have to work on is your individual abilities. So you'll need to work on your mechanical skill and your game sense and abilities with your cooldowns. So the way it's been described to me is when you try to take a point or when you try to defend a point, you spend cooldowns and ults to try and take it or to block it. Yeah, and in theory, the more that is spent, the more likely you're going to win. But if you go and simply spend the money, like for example, let's say you're going to buy. I don't know, Bitcoin, all right? Let's say you want to make money and you want to buy Bitcoin. But before you actually go and buy the Bitcoin, you go and throw $100 on the road, throw $100 into a bush and whatever. And then in the end, when you actually go to buy it, you've got not much money with you, then obviously the impact you're going to make is very minimal. So, so individual skill is something that I think you guys would really benefit from in terms of trying to improve. And so mechanically, here, let me see if I can give you an example. I will stream Overwatch. Now, I haven't been doing this for a long time, so be understanding. But I'll explain sort of what I'm talking about. So now more than ever, especially with workshops, the ability to be able to play and practice all kinds of different things is quite high. You can download even like Practice Range version 2, whatever it is. I've not looked up any other code, so you guys will have to look at it yourself. So whether it's like, oh, what? Oh, this is weird. I have to hold down my. So whether it's DPS, so for example, whenever I used to warm, even though I didn't play DPS, I'd go like this. Oh, that's really bad.
Just like get the muscle memory going.
Yeah, get the muscle memory, and then you're going from right to left. So this is really hard to hold down my mouse for and talk to you, but talking to you and flick at the same time. So be forgiving. And then do the same with McCree, whatever. Okay, so these are things to do. Things to do in terms of improving your mechanical skill. So go from right to left. Go from up to down. Down to up. Sorry, up to down. I'm really bad at that. Oh, that's really bad. And then obviously right to left, left to right. You will see some pros. Like I noticed this with Libero. I missed every single shot. You'll notice this with like Libero from NYXL and stuff like that. When they're playing snap heroes like McCree, Hanzo, they will actually automatically let their aim drift to the right because they're stronger at flicking from the right. So they will let their aim, like they'll be sparring and they'll keep moving right, then going left. Yeah. So that's one thing you can do.
I noticed that with Pine a lot as well.
Yeah, for sure. Soldier. So Soldier is one of my favorite heroes. I climb pretty well with him. What you want to do is you want to practice your tracking with the Soldier. So this is good for Zarya. This is good for other heroes as well. what I do is I stand here, and then without using WSAD, I'm going to try and land as many bullets on their head and kill as many as I can in one clip. So, and then you also practice going from one, snapping to another. Going from one, snapping to another. Like that. And then next one is practicing the 180.
I do that with Ana Sleeps a lot because of choices in Genjis.
Yeah, if you watch, I'm an NYXL fan, so if you watch NYXL versus Chengdu that happened on Sunday, there's this really cool bit where the Chengdu Sombra tries to hack Hotbar from behind, like the off tank, as a hog, and he just does a 180 and hooks him, like without even
I
looking.
saw that
Yeah.
clip. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like, what the heck. Yeah. Okay. So then the next thing, and this is something that is you can't practice in the training range, but I do this. I used to do this a lot with a friend of mine who's a good Genji, and that's you practice. He would do single jumps, and then he would do double jumps, and then you would practice tracking, drawing perfect M's, and then also drawing lines across. So you practice this, like, even if you just do like a 10-minute warm up every day. Like, don't do quick play, don't do deathmatch. Just find a good aim, whether it's training range or whatever. I have a
Just queue for DPS, and then that's your 10 minutes warming up.
yeah. I mean, like, it's just like, because this is mechanical, okay. And then you can. Another one that they taught me was try and keep the crosshair on the corner as much as possible, and then you can try and make it harder by jumping. Just stuff like that.
I've used the one on the Hollywood attackers for aiming up those lanterns that are in there. You go and flick between those and do everything like you just said.
Yeah, I mean, you can make up your own, like, whatever you like. Just stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. So that's mechanical. And then in terms of game sense, that's another thing you gotta try and practice. And that comes down to individual coaching, comes down to watching other players play, and sort of getting a good idea as to what they do really well. And then also you got to practice your individual hero. So whether it's Lucio, like,
I get abused at 2.9 for playing Lucio. That's hilarious.
when in the early seasons I was good at Lucio, but ever since they increased his, like, the ability to increase his speed by side hopping and everything. Yeah, I'm really sloppy. Like, I misjudge because I don't play him enough anymore. But that's another example. And then, you can take Brig and just yeah. But anyway, yeah. Sorry.
I was gonna say, with Brig, all I do with Brig, just to make sure like I can do it all, is I go around to like specific maps that I know I'm gonna be playing a lot on, and we'll make sure I know the Brig jumps so that I can, like, if I do get myself into like a bad situation, I know I can hop down somewhere, save myself up a little bit, and get back into the fight.
Yeah, that's really good. I saw some of them and I was like, whoa, this is who's got to, like, it's hard. Sorry, what is it?
More of a second.
Do you ever see anyone Moira hopping like in an actual game?
Like you mean like this?
Like you hit a no, like you hit a object that doesn't move and you can.
It's like a
bounce
Brig
off
jump
of
in
it.
Moira.
Oh
Yeah.
no. I mean maybe, but I'm not aware of it. I didn't even know it existed.
There's a fair few like 2 CP maps that you can do it on.
Pretty much anywhere you can do a Brig jump, you can do a Moira jump. Essentially.
ML7 goes through all of them.
You can get to a lot of high grounds with it, but it's just, you gotta know exactly where they are and how to hit them.
Yep.
Yeah. So game sense, mechanical skill, and oh, that's terrible. And figuring out what your calls are. That I think is what you guys want to do. And then this is something that I was automatically made my game a lot better, and that is learning how to dodge and surviving. So mechanically, you might be good at aiming, but then like some people, when they're focused on aiming, like they could be, let's say Trace. Trace is a good example because she's low survivability, shooting and everything. But then as soon as I blink, I'm like standing still, like that kind of thing. That's really bad because then you die really quick. So you need to practice strafing as well, and this is a good way to practice. This is to play against each other, and then like just do 1v1s, just friendly 1v1s. Ego out the door. The point is not to see who's better. The point is to get better, right? So then, then just basically practice 1v1ing and just practice like for example, let's say McCree, don't use flash. Just hang on. Okay, yeah. Don't use flash. Just try and shoot them to death, and practice that. And then the other person's obviously trying to do the same, but trying to dodge. Back to the soldier example versus Genji. My friend turned up like ult to like 500% or whatever it is, and then he would jump around as Genji, and whenever he got ult, he would ult, and I would have to beat him just without soldier ult. Right, I have to beat him just with my aim. So and that became really, really, really good practice because it got me into the habit of learning when he was going to ult. Like obviously he was 500% ult, so he was going to get it very quickly. But whenever I sensed he was about to get ult, I would kite, run really far away, or when he dashed towards me, I would run towards him, and then throw off his dash, and then I would work on trying to track him while dodging him. Okay, so these are all the things that I think if you can improve on that, you're going to add another 300 SR at least onto your competitive, and you're also going to do really, really well in scrims. Yeah. Okay. So in terms of overall like gameplay, I think you guys were okay. We're fine. There's not so many issues as there were like last time, like in terms of flanking and stuff like that. The main thing I want to see now is just a little bit more communication, a little bit more planning as to what you're going to do.
I'll make sure I try and record our VODs, like record our games with comms.
There's a way of
I might be able to. Oh no, because I can't do games with that. Yeah, never mind.
What was that?
I mean, technically, you could record the audio, and you can't download the Blizz one, can you? Though.
What would be better, having a POV with comms or just a code?
Well, I mean, I can run the video with comms with a POV, and then I can I can sync it up with the VOD with a replay. So and then we just ignore the actual POV. We just let the VOD play by itself. It would just mean that I would have to watch it in like as it's happening. But at least there's a little bit of something there. Yeah.
True.
I mean, it's. I would say like you don't necessarily have to have the comms recorded. That's not necessarily essential. But the fact that you like in some cases you see when I was talking to you guys, in some cases you'd be like, oh yeah, this is what we were going to do. So that was great because you obviously had a plan. And then in other cases you're like, I got no idea. And those are obviously the times that you didn't have a plan. I think if you at least come in having a plan, then the chances of someone remembering what was communicated are a bit higher. But yeah, record a POV. Man, these bots are so easy. Obviously, record the POV and your comms if you want me to discuss that. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably it.
Cool.
Gucci.
Cool.
No worries, thank you.
My
Yeah. Thanks for
aim is so bad.